I know I'm not always the easiest to love. Some days my head is a crowded room, spinning out of control, and the world outside is just a lot of noise, demanding too much. But then I look at you sitting on the edge of the bed, just breathing, just being there, and the static in my mind just stops. You don't even have to say a word to save my day. Remember those nights when we first started out, living on cheap takeout and big terrifying dreams. We had nothing but a mattress on the floor and a broken heater, but we stayed up until 3 a.m., laughing until our ribs ached. Even back then, when everything felt so uncertain and shaky, you looked at me like I was the only person in the room. You believed in a version of me that I couldn't even see yet, and that belief changed the whole trajectory of my life. So honestly, thank you for being with me, for staying in the room when I wanted to hide, for holding on to my hand when the world tried to pull us apart. In a million lifetimes of chaos, you're my only quiet peace of mind. Yeah, thank you for being right here with me. You see me at my absolute worst, let's be real. When the ugly parts of my past started leaking out, I kept waiting for the moment you'd realize I'm too much work, waiting for the sound of the front door closing. But you just sat right down in the middle of my mess, shared your warmth, took a piece of the weight, and made me feel like I wasn't broken after all. There are days when the routine almost swallows us whole, between the bills, the endless errands, and the heavy sigh. At the end of the day, it's easy to get lost in the machinery of just trying to survive, but you always find a way to pull me back to the surface. A sudden hug from behind while I'm standing at the stove. Oh, that specific knowing look you give me across a crowded table. It's a secret language that reminds me who we are. No matter how heavy the world gets, you keep me light. That's why I'm saying thank you for being with me, for staying in the room when I wanted to hide, for holding on to my hand when the world tried to pull us apart. In a million lifetimes of chaos, you're my only quiet peace of mind. Yeah, thank you for being right here with me. I look around and see so many people drifting apart, people who used to look at each other the way we do now, acting like strangers. It makes me realize how fragile this whole thing really is, and how lucky I am that we never stopped fighting for each other. We didn't just fall in love, we chose it every single morning, through the exhaustion, through the doubts, through the passing years. You're still the only person I want to share my victories with, and the only shoulder I want to lean on when I fail. It's the little things that wreck me, you know, the way you know exactly how I take my coffee when I'm stressed, the way you let me talk until I make sense of my own head. You give me space to breathe, space to grow. You love me enough to let me just be me. Man, thank you for being with me through the darkest nights and the stupid arguments, for holding my heart when I didn't know how to speak. You're the only thing that makes sense anymore. Thank you for being with me. Just look at us, we made it through another year. Thank you for not giving up on us. Thank you for being here, right here with me. Yeah, look at what we built from nothing. Thank you for being with me. The city lights are blurring through the rain against the glass. I'm watching all the hours and the shadows start to pass. I'm tired of the race, I'm tired of the noise that fills the air. I just close my eyes and reach out, knowing you'll be there. You don't have to speak, you don't have to solve a single thing. Just the weight of your presence is the comfort that you bring. There's a rhythm in your breathing that settles down my heart. It's like a secret language, it sets us both apart from the rest of the world that's constantly demanding more. You're the one who meets me every evening at the door. I look at you and see the road we've traveled side by side, through every jagged valley and every rising tide. And I know, no matter where the future tries to bend, you're the one I'm holding from beginning to the end. And it's a beautiful thing, just having you right here by my side, with nowhere else to go and nowhere left to hide. You're the gravity that keeps my feet upon the ground, the only bit of sanity that I have ever found. So let the world spin fast, let the years just drift away. As long as I've got you here, I'm exactly where I'll stay. Yeah, nothing matters more than having you right here by my side. I remember how we started, just a flicker in the dark, trying to catch a flame, just hoping for a spark. We stumbled through the seasons, the winter and the heat, learning how to dance when the music missed a beat. We've got a collection of memories, a history of scars, but they only make us stronger, like mapping out the stars. I wouldn't trade a second of the struggle or the grace, not if it meant losing the look upon your face. Sometimes I sit and wonder how I got so damn lucky to find a soul so steady, so patient and so plucky. When I'm feeling small or when the doubt begins to creep, you're the promise that I'm keeping, the vow that I will keep. You don't judge the mess, you don't shy away from the pain. You just hold the umbrella while we're standing in the rain. And that kind of love, it's a rare and holy Here's to every challenge that we'll figure out, we two. I promise I'll be there just as steady as you are. When you're feeling weary, when you're chasing down a star, we'll keep the space between us safe and sacred, pure and deep. A promise that is waking, a promise that we keep. I'm not going anywhere, my love, don't you know? Wherever you are heading, that is where I wanna go. Right here by my side, the best place to be, just you and me, nothing else, nothing less, right here by my side. Another headline screaming, the city's getting loud, lost inside the static of a million-person crowd. Everybody's pushing, everybody wants a piece, chasing after ghosts and just begging for release. My phone is lighting up with 1,000 things to do, and I can feel the pressure starting to cut right through. But then I hear your keys in the door, the code comes off the hook, and everything just changes with a single quiet look. You don't even ask me how my day has been, you just see the exhaustion written underneath my skin. You walk across the kitchen, put your hands up on my face, and pull me in so close, creating this sacred space. The traffic down below us just turns into a hum. The panic in my chest finally starts to come undone. You take a deep breath, and I match it with my own, and suddenly I realize that I am finally home. Oh, you make the noise go away, like a secret frequency for me to find my space. Suddenly the world just slows its frantic pace. You're the quiet in my head, the anchor for my soul, the only thing that makes me finally feel whole. Yeah, you make the noise go away. You make the noise go away. I used to think that loving someone meant a lot of sparks, big dramatic fights, and making out in dark parks. But this thing that we have is so much deeper than the screen. It's the most peaceful reality that I have ever seen. It's you sitting on the counter while the coffee starts to brew. It's the way you look at me when I'm acting a fool. It's knowing that no matter what the world tries to throw, we've got a little sanctuary where secrets I keep inside. I build up all these walls, trying to keep the damage out, till I'm suffocating in the middle of my own loud doubt. But you know how to navigate the maze inside my head. You know exactly what to say or what to leave unsaid. You sit right in the quiet, you don't demand a thing, just your hand inside of mine is the cure that you bring. Let the alarms keep blaring out on the street, let the clock keep ticking to that heavy, frantic beat. They can have the chaos, they can have the rush, because right here in this room you turn it to a hush. You're my gravity, my sweet simplicity, the only thing that ever makes complete sense to me. Oh, you make the noise go away, like a secret frequency for me to find my space. Suddenly the world just slows its frantic pace. You're the quiet in my head, the anchor for my soul, the only thing that makes me finally feel whole. Yeah, you make the noise go away. You make the noise go away. So let's just stay right here, turn the lights down low. We don't need to be anywhere, we don't have to go. Let the world keep spinning, let them run their race. We've got everything we need right in this embrace. Years from now when we are old and looking back at this life, through the heavy burdens and the unexpected strife, I'll still remember how you rescued me each day, just by being the person who makes the noise go away. Yeah, you turn it all down, the static, the crowd, it's just you and me now. You make the noise go away. You make it all go away. The alarm clock rings and the sun comes up. I pour some coffee in my favorite cup. The traffic is loud and the office is cold. It's the same old story that's always told. I rush through the hours, I check off the tasks, wearing the smile that the daytime asks. But underneath it all, I'm just counting down to the moment I get to leave this town. Because nothing I do and nowhere I go can match the sweet feeling that I already know. I walk through the front door and kick off my shoes, and just like magic I forget the blues. There you are, sitting on the old couch floor, and suddenly I don't feel tired anymore. You ask how I am with that look in your eye, catches me by surprise. We talk about nothing, we laugh till it hurts. We don't need a kitchen for a sweet dessert. Just sitting right here, watching the sky turn gray. Here's the moment that washes the trouble away. 'Cause you are the best part of my day, the light that guides me when the path is gray. The world can be heavy and hard to get through, but everything changes when I am with you. From the very first breath to the setting sun, you are my center, you're my only one. Yeah, out of everything I do or say, you're always the best part of my I love how you know when I need a hug, how you wrap me up tight in our favorite rug. We don't need a party, we don't need a crowd. Our quietest moments are the ones that feel loud. The way that you listen, the way that you care, the soft little touch of your hand in my hair. It's a beautiful picture, it's a peaceful song. It's the feeling of knowing exactly where I belong. People spend lifetimes looking for gold, chasing a dream that can never be held. But I found my treasure in a simple place, right in the lines of your beautiful face. If I had to choose all over again, I'd choose you as my lover, my guide, and my friend. Through every tomorrow, come what may, you'll still be the prize at the end of the day. 'Cause you are the best part of my day, the light that guides me when the path is gray. The world can be heavy and hard to get through, but everything changes when I am with you. From the very first breath to the setting sun, you are my center, you're my only one. Yeah, out of everything I do or say, you're always the best part of my day. The very best part. When the house is all quiet and the stars are out, you're the one thing I'm sure about. Good night, my sweet love, let the world fade away. You'll always be the best part of my day. Yeah, the best part of my day.